Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What?
Even the way you said hello.
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 Yeah, sort of. I said it like someone who's.
Is it hard doing the intro?
No,
Do you have to get yourself amped up? Do you try and do it the same every time?
I'll try and do it exactly the same intonation,
Yeah.
same wording. I think I alternate between crevices and aspects. I sometimes say murky crevices. I just like freestyle it.
Try a sad version.
A sad version,
or like a spooky version.
Spooky.
Spooky
You could do
version.
spooky,
yeah.
spooky sad.
I want to see your
sad.
range.
Spooky sad.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll pretend this is one of my many failed auditions for an advert. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Union of Scum, the comedy podcast that delves deep into the weirder crevices of UK culture. My name's Darren J. Colesv, and I'm joined by Paul Hilleard and Charlie Webster. Yeah?
Yeah.
More hostage video.
That was good.
That was hostage
Yeah,
video.
that was more hostagey. Wasn't so.
Yeah.
I was expecting a bit more Alfred Hitchcock, and you gave me more Man in Basement. But
Yeah, I think if Netflix are thinking about rebooting, 24, I could be some sort of, I don't know, some sort of
terrorist.
Some sort of showgirl that's been kidnapped by Al Qaeda. Treat me very well. You actually speak quite a lot of English, actually. Okay,
Yeah.
So Paul.
No, it's a big.
You've got a gig tomorrow, haven't you?
I've got a gig. I got my first ever stand-up comedy show in front of a bunch of people who work for the army. So a bunch of squaddies in Andover.
Squaddies, is that right? That's an in trade they call them.
Oh, this is great. I can't wait for you to get on the wrong side of some squaddies. That would be amazing. You getting beat downs in the street by a couple of green berets. I think you have to fight, mate. I mean, you can swing a couple of punches, maybe some, coked up builder in Portugal on in one of the Euros, but mate, these are trained killers, and they're gonna make absolute mincemeat of you. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
I'm saying it in jest. I respect our armed forces, our heroes.
Literally, I can see the fear in his eyes right now. He's
I
like,
welcome
oh
my heroes back, with open arms.
Exactly.
They see people like you and they go, I should have fucking died in Iraq.
They're fighting for people like me. They're fighting.
They see people like me and they're like,
the thing that's going to
really, one of them patriot,
The thing that annoys that's going to annoy them is they're going to come back from serving. They're going to see this guy who's through the street. Hello, thank you, boys. You fought for my right to do this.
Yeah, in the 40s they had like blonde ladies in dresses.
Oh yeah,
with the handkerchiefs. Now they just got you.
Just me on my own.
Bag of cans in hands.
Come on, boys. I know you've had a hard time. Let's go down to Legion. So you're playing to some, as you just termed it, people who work in the army, aka soldiers,
aka squaddies.
Yeah.
So what? How did you get the gig?
A friend of mine got me I got to do 15 minutes for 100 quid, and I've been told that they can be quite fucking vicious because it's on site as well. It's like where they live. It's in their barracks.
Yeah.
So you're just like,
nice.
I'm going into your house,
Mm.
and like I have to sign all these forms, and I have to take identification. You're trapped in there with them. And I remember one
Fuck that for 100 quid. Fuck. Mate, you just get on Deliveroo and deliver some parcels for a bit, or for a few hours, you could get the same money.
I'm pumped, man.
You're more dignity in there.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, you're going to be allowed on at the barracks wearing what you're wearing now, or is it going to be like suit and tie job, full tux? Because
Are you gonna put your comedy blazer, your weekend blazer on? Your networking blazer.
Yeah, your big headliner blazer with the diamond encrusted collar and the herringbone.
I might not even have a shower. I probably won't. I'll just go straight from work, man. So
I'll be like, you used to these boys, I'm like with you down in the trenches, rough and ready. So, right, okay, so
I've driven a drone. I know what it's like, mate.
Let's do a little improv, okay? Late. Will it be?
Who are you playing here?
I'm gonna be the
voice?
I'm the MC. I'm the MC.
Oh, okay. All right.
So is it going to be like? Is it mix? Is it?
I think
do
they
do
have
mixed
dinner
forces now. Are they mixed in the forces? Is it men and women, or is it just like? You got your male only army, you got your lady only army, and then you got your non-binary army. Is it like that?
Well, I've got to be there at 7, and I think I'm on stage at 9. So I'm like, are they having food first? Are they getting pissed up? I don't know. I don't know what they're like.
Bit of target practice before you get on stage.
Well, I've heard of one story where a guy, he went on stage, he did about 20 minutes opening to nothing. And then after he thought he had the worst gig ever, like no one was smiling at all. And then one of the squaddies came up to him after, went, sorry about that, mate. We all had a big discussion beforehand, and we said,
We're
let's
not
just
gonna-
not laugh at the first person on. Whoever laughs, if you laugh, you got to buy everyone a drink. So it was the challenge was to not laugh at this guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I can hear already. I'm just like, it's gonna go terribly.
All right, then come on. Right, so me and Charlie be a couple of squaddies in the crowd, right? So they go, ladies and gentlemen, brave heroes of this nation, trained killers, and probably some pedos thrown into the mix.
Oh, mate, come
Please
on.
welcome to the stage Paul Hilleard. You've seen him on Comic Relief. He's not shaking Lally Henry's hand. Please welcome to the stage Paul Hilleard.
What's happening?
Make me laugh, cunt.
Shave your hair off, you fucking skeevy little cunt.
Ah, man.
Look like a drug dealer. I fucking hate drug dealers.
Glasses, yeah, you wouldn't survive 1 minute in the army, you cunt.
Okay. Well, it's nice to be here. And then
Like to see you step on a landmine. Like my best friend Johnny. I lost him yesterday. Make me laugh.
I'm sorry about
Sheep shagger, you're a fucking sheep shagger.
sorry about Johnny. I don't shag sheep, man. That's a stereotype.
You look
know,
like it.
If you want to get your 100 quid, you'll shag sheep.
Well, that wasn't what I was signed up for. I didn't sign that contract. I just want to tell you guys some jokes. Like,
I don't think I'll ever laugh again.
did you?
Johnny! Johnny!
I've got a bit about fruit and veg, man. You might like.
Johnny loved fruit and veg. He said he'd keep him healthy. He said he had a cabbage patch back home. He never turned down cabbages again. Johnny! Well, I think you're doing terribly at the moment, Paul. Absolutely
Yeah,
terribly.
but that's like a minute. I could do another 40 minutes of that for 100 quid. I used to do fucking weekend shifts at Home Bargains on a come down for 60 quid, and that was like 6 hours. So
yeah.
I can fucking
Arguably
eat
more.
shit.
Arguably more. Yeah, I've done the same. I've done like 200 quid a gig. I've stood on a stage and it's been an absolute nightmare. Some sort of like a weird wedding set. I did a gig in West Wales and it was just like they were round tables and they were like just people who look basically like my parents, kind of like people from the valleys, 50s to 60s, retirees, Ben Sherman shirts, a lot of kind of those short kind of mullety kind of haircuts that a lot of women of a certain age have, where they they just want
spiky on top, so Karen style.
yeah.
Ian Watkins, I call that.
Why do they
Excuse
do?
me, can I get Ian Watkins, please?
Why do? Yeah, I don't understand why that's a thing.
Yeah, it's
when
weird,
they-
my
Hit a
mother's
certain
got it.
age. It's
yeah,
like
they're
the
like,
beginning.
yeah. I think it's like they
Menopause, yeah.
menopause related. I'd say, yeah.
It's called the menopause back and sides. That's what it's called.
I think it's to do with. I reckon the hair quality gets worse.
It does. My mother's dyed her hair most of her life.
Post menopause, I reckon the hair quality just dips.
Yeah.
Maybe that when they go, it's time to get rid of this. Time to get rid of it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just more. It's just easier to maintain. Also, you just want to blend in. But the amount of women who's at the back of their heads I've seen, and I think, oh god, that's my mother, because there's just identical haircuts. But what was my point? I did a gig and
You fancy these women quite deeply. You really want to fuck them.
Anyway, every time I see her, I go, was that mum? And I go, oh, mummy. Like that. No, I would just.
It's quite skunk vibes, isn't it? Skunky sort of.
It is a
sort of like
the skunk crop.
suburban skunk.
Yeah, the suburban skunk.
Suburban skunk.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah, yeah,
I might steal that.
yeah.
Mate, it's
Everyone
fine.
on stage is someone
won't.
starts chops in
Yeah,
me and
yeah,
they
yeah,
hang
yeah.
out.
Oh, here she is.
Skunk.
Here she is, the suburban skunk piping up.
Here we go. What's she fucking going on about now?
Basically, I did a gig to all the people like that, and they fucking loathed us for a full 20 minutes. But in my head, I was just like, yeah, 200 quid at the end of this. I don't care.
Easy.
Yeah, no problem.
Have you've never done a gig to squaddies, have you?
I've done a gig to
You have.
squaddies. Me and Jordan Brooks did one. We didn't know, and we didn't go to Barrett. We weren't that stupid. We did Smoke and Mirrors in Bristol, and all of a sudden, just fucking about 80 squaddies turned up, or I don't know, at least 50 squaddies turned up on a fucking Monday or Tuesday, and they were like, "Yeah, we're on, we're off tour or whatever," and they were a handful. Susie Ruffle went on first. She was meant to do a preview, and she went on
Artsy
first, and
lesbian comedy.
yeah, she went on first. She was like, she wasn't daft. She was like, I'm not going last with these cunts.
Yeah.
I'll go on first, get out of it. She went on, and within, I don't know, a minute, someone was saying, "Get your tits out" to her.
Yeah. Great, classic.
Then I went on. I just survived it. I didn't do well, but
She
didn't
didn't do a
badly.
preview though to that.
No,
did
she did about
like,
20 minutes and fucked off.
Yeah. You're
I
not
went
gonna get to a
on.
whole
George
preview.
Rigdon went on, and me and him kind of just about did okay.
Were you battling them?
But yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't good. We didn't do a good game, but we didn't like. I thought I was gonna do worse. And then Jordan went on. Jordan just fucking went at them so bad.
To the point where didn't you hear like in the darkness you just heard a glass smash?
Oh yeah.
And
I've only been to a couple of gigs. That's this is probably the only gig I've ever done where I feared that if we stuck around, we would either get beaten up, we'd have to fight a load of squaddies, and I'm not going to take my chances against 50 squaddies, especially with Jordan Brooks.
Smoke and Mirrors is a tiny room, like 80 people, 40 people.
Oh
It's
yeah,
it's a fucking it's
it's a cool room though. It's a great room, but it's
a wardrobe though. It is tight.
Yeah,
so
there
you
was
just like there's nowhere to
it's a
escape.
place where like close up
Jordan-
magic is
Jordan
done
said
virtually.
something along the lines of like, "Oh man, he says some horrible things." I mean, they deserved it, but
He said I think didn't he say how
bad.
does it feel to fight for a country that's given up on you?
yeah, he hadn't pre-locked and loaded,
Yeah, he'd already thought this up, I think, when Susie Ruffle was on. And I think he also said something about
something about amputees,
phantom limbs.
Yeah.
He said, "You boys know about that, don't you?" And yeah.
Oh yeah, they didn't.
And didn't you?
He
Because
went
I
up-
saw you after this gig, and you said you both walked outside, and you said, "George, we're gonna have to do something because we're gonna get killed." And a taxi just kind of, as if
We were
on
lucky,
cue,
yeah.
just pulled up right in
Yeah,
front
we
of
were
you,
really
and you
lucky.
jumped in and went to the train station.
I was still worried. I was so pranging out. I was I never. I thought at the station I was like, "Someone's gonna follow us. Fuck, we need to get on a fucking train. The first train. Let's get on a fucking train." Because I was worried we were just gonna turn around the corner at Bristol train station. One's gonna smash like a Magnus bottle around my fucking mush.
A couple of Chinooks are gonna come in.
Yeah.
They've called headquarters.
They
People,
were, they were like
fucking coming in on ropes. Freeze!
They were fucking angry. They were baying for blood. Like they were.
Yeah.
As we were getting in a taxi, they were going, "Oh, you fucking cunt," all that sort of, "You fucking prick," and we'll be like, "Okay."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jordan Brooks, I could imagine he's great to have in a verbal tussle, but a physical altercation, yeah, he's not gonna.
They would have fucked you with his face.
Yeah, man. It wouldn't have been good.
Yeah. So do you
So
feel?
good luck, man. Yeah,
good luck. Good luck. All the best, mate. All the best. Good luck with your edgy alternative Bristol humour. I'm sure they're gonna
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. Hope you spent £100 on something good, man.
Yeah.
A facelift.
Some sort.
There's a scarring. I think it'll be all right. Maybe we'll see.
We'll see. Well, if tune in for next week's memorial episode of Union of Scum.
It's also a big day in the weed smoking calendar. It's 420 this week.
420.
I didn't even know what you had to explain to me what that was.
Barely
I'm
know
not
what
off.
it is. It's on for some reason on this day at a certain time. It's cool to light up a spliff.
Yeah. So like in Bristol, it's quite a big celebration because they take over Castle Park and there's just sound systems everywhere. But
Imagine it fucking stinks.
it stinks. But
Not just with weed though, bro. Like BO, unwashed
yeah,
dreads.
there's a lot of crusties there.
Yeah.
But it's turned from like a big smoke up now to more of every drug is there. So it's just like a day rave now.
Right. Okay.
Where people
right.
like get fucked up and trash the entire place. I only know that
Trash the
because
park.
I
They
only know
do.
that because
Rip out the grass, roll it up, smoke it,
what do you mean? What do they do? Just
burn a
fucking-
rhododendron.
Just leave shit
just throw
everywhere.
everything. It's weird because the police know it's gonna happen,
Mhm.
and there's no like security there. There's no cubicles. It's not a festival. They just know it's gonna happen. They allow it. They don't shut it down.
Mm.
It goes on from like 2 o'clock to 2 a.m. and it's just
On like a
carnage.
Tuesday.
Well, last year it happened on a Saturday.
Oh, so it's probably bigger.
Yeah, so
Attendance
this year
day,
I
yeah.
think it's a Monday, so it's probably not going to happen unless they do it on the weekend. But then that like defeats the object. Anyway, some stoners fucking hate it because they're real, like, they're on top of it and they're just like, right, I have a smoke up business. Shout out to the smoke up people in Bristol. They know about like getting your medical card, so they're all above board, and they're just like, look, this is how you smoke. This is how you get around the loopholes and
I
stuff.
didn't even know you could get a medical card in the UK.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You pretend you've got like, I don't know, something wrong with you, you can get a.
If you,
So if you've got like an
Yeah.
infective cleft palate, you can get a fucking smoking card, can you?
Yeah, if you got a deviated septum, yeah, you can get as much weed as
If you've got
you.
like a large nostril, you're allowed one, aren't you?
if you smoke too much, so you can
Yeah.
hear voices,
You've
they
got
let
an
you smoke
an
more weed.
infected scalp for some
Yeah.
odd reason. You got,
If you've got a tusk growing out the middle of your foot, then yeah,
Yeah.
you can get some purple haze or maybe some white widow. I'm just going from the weed weed strains that used to be back in my day.
Is it
Cali
cheese?
Mist.
Cheese? I remember cheese from back in the day. Yeah. Smoking on
Cheese.
some good cheese, bro. Yeah.
Are you sure you were smoking weed? Was it yellow?
No, mate, cheese is a thing.
Blue
I know.
cheese as well.
Yeah, blue cheese, yeah.
of all.
Come on,
Is it? Well,
granddad, you don't know fucking nothing about
blue,
drugs.
what, blue. You made yourself look fucking stupid.
Yeah, even
You're
this guy
mocking me, but
knows.
cheese is actually a drug now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Well, it's not actual cheese, though.
No,
is it?
fuck
Of
off,
course.
you stupid
Oh,
cunt.
Jesus Christ.
It's a
It's
mad
just
name.
like a
they've given it.
strain. It's like, yeah, it's
Right,
got
okay.
some
Oh,
nice
it
cheese.
stinks,
Nice little sort
right.
of cheesy underbelly to it or something, aren't they? Some shit.
Oh, right,
Purple
okay.
haze, brother. You know?
Oh, bit of red. Have a bang on this red Leicester.
The baby bear. Let's
Yeah.
get baby bear. man.
Have a go on that fermented fox. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a divide. Some people just use it to get fucked up in Castle Park, and then all these stoners who are really trying to push it, and it's their lifestyle. They hate it because they're like, no, it's supposed to be about the community, and we shouldn't be drinking, and we should be messing everything up. It should be from 2 till 6 p.m. Everyone just gets blazed, has a nice time, and then we go home. But these cunts, they just start sniffing all the fucking drugs. It's turned into something horrible. I know all this because he booked me to do a gig for him.
Who did? The guy who
The
organised
guy
it?
who runs this shop called Smoke Loud in Bristol.
Robbie Sensimilio, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
The high priest of reefdom. These idiots call themselves things like they subscribe to fucking High Times, and then they just got these massive medallions on, but they act like they're some sort of religious figure.
Yeah, you're basically describing my brother pretty much at this point.
Brothers, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you get to that point where, yeah, the whatever mental illness you would have got, say, in your 50s and 60s, has been sped up, has been
Yeah.
fast-tracked, basically,
Fast-tracked
by
to
chronic
the
weed
present
use.
now, yeah, to
to
present
the
now.
present. And yeah,
Hearing
you're dressed in
voices.
you're dressed in like a rabbi, but your hat is made of fucking jelly babies, you know, and you're just in these mad robes, and you're wandering through the streets of Bristol, and basically, yeah, you've had a breakdown.
I do like them though. I do like
They
them.
add character
They're
to the
nice
city
boys,
for sure.
but they're all fucking the wake and bake lads. So they're blocker all day long. So you're looking at them, they glazed over, mouth open a little bit, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, you come to do the comedy? Oh yeah, I booked you, right? Yeah, yeah." We're in the basement of a Hell's Angels bar, and we're just like, oh, "Okay, where's the gig happening?" And we go down into the cellar, and there's about 50 people, all just smoking. It's what's it called?
Hot
Box. Yeah. And we go, okay, all right. So where are we doing it? And we went, oh, next to the DJ set. Okay, where's the microphone? And we went, oh, we don't have a microphone. It's just like, you want us
Oh
to do that?
man, we don't believe in microphones, man.
And there's like 2 sections. So we ended up having to like get a microphone, go back to the place, and then stand on the stairs and sort of do comedy to 2 rooms separately at the same
Sounds
time.
like a
Doesn't sound
nightmare.
like a gig.
It was horrible. It was a horrible gig, but they were all very nice. But they're all very stoned as well, so no one's having like a massive laugh because they've all been smoking all day, so they're all going through it. Just because you smoke a lot of weed, it doesn't mean that you have a higher
It
tolerance.
doesn't give you a sense of humor, does it?
Yeah, it just makes you like some of them are prying out. They're rubbing their faces, just going. "Fuck, it's been 8 hours of fucking blunt after blunt after blunt. I've done 12 bong hits. Like this cunt's talking about fruit and veg, man. What the fuck's going
No,
on?"
but this young Chinese man talking about his life on stage.
And then like at one moment, and then like a Hell's Angel man would walk down and he'd have a face tattoo, and I'd be like, "So tell me about the gangs." I'm trying to do crowd work to him. He's like, "Don't call it a fucking gang." And I'm like, "Okay, we're all scared a little bit now, right?" And again, everyone's sort of like prying out, but
And you have to do loads of gear shifts. You're going, right, rather than going, is anyone drinking tonight? I've got to say, is anyone smoking tonight? You know, you just having to make those like
Has anyone had a
mental
panini
leaps.
tonight? How many paninis has everyone had tonight?
And it
Has
was-
anyone here sprayed themselves with Lynx Africa tonight? Anyone?
and they're all just zoning
Who are you
in and
with?
out.
Are you here with a girlfriend? Oh no, none of you got girlfriends. Okay.
Some of them did, some of them had, but some of them zoning in and out. Some of them were like on top of it and were like cackling along, and you just lock in on that one person.
Yeah.
Was anyone laughing too much because they were too fucked?
No,
Just a
unfortunately.
constant giggle in the background.
There was one guy though, because again, we weren't on a stage. We were just sort of in an alleyway or the corridor from one room to the next in this cellar. Some guy just started doing this, going, poking his tongue out behind my back. La, 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 la. And I was just like, I just saw you do that. And he was like, I didn't. I was like, what? Who are you trying to spin out now? Are you trying to spin out someone down there? Or are you spinning me out? What the fuck's going on? Either way, it's a very odd gig.
And he headlined the next week.
No, the next time we
They
did it,
loved
we
him.
did it in Newport in a smokehouse.
Oh,
And again, it went worse because we had to do it in front of a pool table to 20 people. And it was just like, this is weird. It feels like they're bombing because, again, everyone's too stoned where they're just like, what's happening now? All right. But they're giving and patient because they're just looking at you. But again, if you've been doing bong hits all day, you're fucking dribbling. They're all on edibles. And you're just like, oh, fuck me, boys. But they pay in cash, and I'm happy with that.
Great. Okay. Well, should we get into the episode there? I hope you guys enjoyed that at home. That was our attempt to reintroduce an introduction with the hope that you connected with us personally. So this week, what are we going to talk about, lads?
Going to talk about varsity.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about Pete Burns.
And I'm going to talk about the man with the biggest collection of love dolls in the world. Paul, do you want to kick us off? Varsity.
So
Go.
varsity,
Educate me.
we all went to university, right?
Yes.
Right. For those who haven't, who's listening, varsity, every
University, basically, it's like primary school when you dropped out.
but for
except
big
it's-
boys.
Yeah, except for big boys. Yeah.
So at university, every year in the UK, they'll have what's called varsity. It means you'll compete in sports against another school, a rivalry school. It's sort of a big sports day, essentially, and it ends with like a big rugby match between the two schools. Anyway,
Unis, yeah.
the two unis, yeah.
Yeah.
So Cardiff will play Swansea because that's the local one, and then I think Brighton will play Sussex. That's the two ones.
Neighbouring unis, I was just playing.
Neighbouring unis,
Yeah.
yeah. So like, and it gets a bit fucking tasty. Is what I want to look at mainly. Is like so Cardiff uni played Swansea uni recently, and the rugby match had to get abandoned because it turned into a 30-player brawl on the pitch between the two teams. And it all happened because there was a high tackle going on. And I find it very funny that...
Did it end his career or did it end?
I don't think it ended his career. No one really gave a fuck about the high tackle.
The high tackle, is this a reference to weed smoking again? Had he been doing 420 and went out onto the pitch at 425?
Someone just took the fucking, like, clothesline the lad, and everyone ran onto the pitch.
Just instantly.
Yeah. And university has this, you hear, oh, you're going to uni. It sounds like you're a smart lad. It sounds like you're doing well with yourself. That's where the future prime minister comes from, is university, you know? It's not it's not a
You're from-
bricklayer, is it? Like,
Yeah, you're really showing your background, Paul. It's like, oh, he's going to uni.
but it is, isn't it?
That's where the president of the United
I think
Americas went to.
I think some people that is.
To some
the thing.
degree.
It is of a certain generation, I
You
think.
get a
'cause not
library
every-
card for 3 years.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
every. Yeah, you get.
I think if you come from
and a rail card.
Like, if you're from a sort of
18 to
working class
25.
background, you know, I think normally parents are proud, aren't they? They've
Yeah.
like, gone and
Yeah,
achieved that,
absolutely.
you know.
Even though it's a con. Because you think, I go to uni.
Well, these days it is because, back when I was in university, I was sold the dream of like, you go to uni, you come out and you get a good job. And back then I was still only paying about $3,000 for this was before they jacked up to $9,000. And yeah, you were meant to, the dream was you went to university because, nobody else really went. But then you came out and you had a good job. Whereas sort of during that time, you came out and nobody got a graduate job. Nobody. Like
Just
nobody used their
financial.
degrees at all, unless you did something in like engineering maybe or the sciences. But I did humanities, obviously. So that's why I'm doing this podcast. Yeah. So it didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah. Because when did you get out of uni? Was it
70s,
2000
no? 70s. This
I
is
went-
T-Rex over
I went
here.
to, I went,
Mark
went to the
Boland?
University of Mark Bolan, yeah, to be a showgirl. No, 2011 I graduated.
Okay, so it was after the financial crash as well. So that
Yes,
was
it
fucking
was. Yeah. So
pulled the rug on everyone.
more or less. Yeah. So yeah, nobody got graduate jobs. But I don't know if that culture still exists. I think a lot of people, even back then, especially now, have been very dissuaded from going to university, obviously, because the extortionate like tuition.
I think
fees and stuff.
it's one of those. If it's worth doing like you said, like a medical degree or whatever, like, some sort of engineering's fine. But if you're doing it in photography or leisure and tourism, you might as well put that money down the drain. Or burn it on Freshers Week in a Yates's wine lodge. You might as well just burn that money to the floor
Yeah.
because you're not going to fucking use it, are you?
No.
Because leisure and tourism is about working in a fucking, like working for fucking Thomas Cook or something, or like
I don't know. I mean, you
being
might
a-
get something out of that.
what leisure and tourism,
Yeah,
a
you know.
degree in leisure and tourism.
Yeah.
I see what, mate, you should go back to uni and do leisure and tourism.
I'd love
$9,000
to.
a year.
That'd be great.
They'll love you. They'll love you there.
Yeah. Could
Yeah.
open up some sort of transvestite bar somewhere
Yeah.
in Iron Apple.
And then you can go and get a part-time job working in Chessington World Adventures after you finish. Operating the tills or something, like letting people in.
Riding the monkeys. With the saddles on a
Ramsay's
monkey.
Revenge, or whatever it's called.
Did you study leisure and tourism?
No,
like
do you know why?
GCSE or
So you can see the angle
got the
behind it.
vibe.
Yeah, he was really.
No. The reason why I'm so anti-leisure and tourism, I'll tell you why. Okay, yeah, because I was in all bottom sets at school because I was dyslexic and no one knew. Okay, I hid it from everyone, right?
I hit it rather successfully.
And they just thought I was just thick, right? They thought I was just a thick boy. Okay,
They
And I
knew
was-
no one cared. That's
and
the
I was,
real-
and
They
I was.
stood me in the middle of the classroom, pull my trousers down, and put a dunce's cap on my head,
pretty much, right?
while
And,
the whole class pelted me with banana peel.
It's as you can tell, it's a bit of a bugbear of mine.
Yeah, man.
So I was forced just because I was all bottom sets all the way, bottom sets, everything, right? I was basically just written off some sort of thick porker, and they forced me to do leisure and fucking tourism for a
Really?
GNVQ instead of doing a GCSE, right? And I didn't have any say in it.
So what's
right?
this
I had
guy-
to
what's this
drop-
guy
I had
gonna
to
be good
drop
at?
languages, right? I had to drop some sort of subject to do fucking leisure and tourism, right? And it was run by this fucking cunt ex-PE teacher who did his ACO and knee, so he couldn't fucking run around and fucking teach kids anymore. So he did leisure and tourism, and he was the shittest teacher of all times. I mean, we went on a fucking school trip to Fort Park, right? And all we did, we went to Fort Park, and they gave us a presentation about how they buy roller coasters from fucking basically a catalogue, and then the day was ours. That was it. And it fucked me off,
Leisure
but I had
and
to
tourism.
fucking. It fucked me off. I had to do leisure and fucking tourism, which didn't make any. There was nothing to learn about it. I could learn about it in a pamphlet in an afternoon.
Were you
And I should have
surrounded?
2 fucking years doing leisure and tourism.
Were you surrounded by like
was just-
cunts who were excited? They were like, "We go to the roller coaster
Everyone in
place, boy."
Everyone in my class was like, "This is a fucking piss take."
Oh, no, none of them were happy.
Everyone
with
was like, "This is a fucking piss take." But we because we're all in bottom set together. We're all just like, drongos and together. So
What I will say though is I think it's probably rubbed off because you are dressed like someone who does man a log flume right now. Or like some sort of maybe like a low end red coat or something. You do look like you
maybe
work at
it's
Butlins.
left a mark on me. Maybe it's left a
Turkish rug seller. is what
Turkish
I
rug
said.
seller. Yeah. Okay,
Turkish.
that's
Well,
fine.
there's we've got with
It's
this.
called a Charlie Webster Spring / Autumn collection, where
Yeah.
I don't know what to wear. I can't really wear a big coat anymore, but I want to keep the body warm.
Yeah. So you thought, I know, I look like an organ grinder's monkey. No
I mean,
problem.
it's a bit rich. What the fuck you're wearing, bro? You know what I mean, like,
Yeah, but I get
You
it all
look
the
like
time.
the monkey. You
I
look
look like
the
I look like
He's
the
the organ grinder. You're the fucking
I am the monkey. Yeah.
No, you do look like a.
you look like a drag queen who's just come out of a chemsex weekend at Butlins.
I
Has
look like
lost his wig. Like, hey!
I look like a dragged queen. Like I've just been dragged out of a flat in Kensington after being shagged unconscious for about a week straight.
You look a bit like the worst Action Bronson tribute act.
In Action Bronson.
Oh, Action Bronson's also fat, so
That's true.
He's not. No.
He's not anymore, mate.
he's still
got
pretty
on the
fat.
jab. Got on
I've
the
never
jab.
called you fat. I always think you wear it well.
where the obesity well.
Yeah,
I did.
You wear it like a lovely floral wreath around your neck.
You know,
I,
because you don't.
You live it
some-
like a
some fat-
three-piece suit.
Yeah, some fat people look like, oh, I don't want to get close to him because
Yeah,
he's
because
going to
he's-
stink.
yeah.
Yeah, you never have that. That's
No,
why you.
I mean, I don't think
wear
I'm
it well.
that fat to like warrant
you're not.
warrant by a may smell. You know, like you got to wipe down a couch after he leaves. You know, I
Yeah.
Constantly got the Febreze out whenever
Yeah.
he's around.
This is probably one of the fats I've ever been as well. So it doesn't help if I'm constantly fucking promoting that on fucking socials where I've got to look at myself being fat. But it's down to me to lose the weight, guys.
I mean, you say you're not that fat. I mean, looking at some
No,
of
I said I
some
am
of the
the-
comments here.
I said
some
I
of the
am the
comments here.
fattest I've been.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just saying the comments here agree with you. Intel Mainframe on YouTube says, "I think the bald guy ate the dog." So that was from one of our reels the other
Let's
week.
not
But
get
I
into
can
the
have- I can-
insults.
Let's not,
'cause you
let's
Yeah,
not.
know-
because
I know,
because
you're
because,
gonna-
because
I
you
know.
get the most, mate.
Well,
Right?
I
Okay.
haven't got the tally at the moment, mate. I think you're doing worse than me. Like, I've not got a lot of abuse for quite some time now.
You're a very unpleasant person to have on the pod, right? And that's and really, you're
Who's that? Who's that quote?
I don't
Who are
know.
you quoting
I
there?
don't know, man. Just
general.
people, man. People have DM'd me and said, "Please, for the love of God, get him off."
Yeah. And I told my mother she shouldn't be sending those messages. So back to varsity.
Yeah.
So varsity, the big sports day, and it seems like it's getting out of hand with these young, future presidents. Like, they're
Future
turning,
presidents of the UK and Ireland.
they're turning on each other like a bunch of hooligans, really. Like, so Cardiff, you had 30 people turning into a mass brawl, and then the Swansea team, the Cardiff team, started just kicking shit out of each other. Would you like to see the video, lads?
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
little
why not?
video. A little video for you, buds.
I enjoy random acts of violence en masse.
Rightio.
Should I watch it first and then Darren can then?
'78th minute. High tackle. 30-man
One of those
brawl.
annoying AI commentaries.
Make it
From
sound
Wales online, so I don't trust anything that's being said on it.
Make it sound a little more Welsh, please.
And also, that's nothing. That's the worst fight I've seen. It's just fucking bunch of fucking wankers pushing each other.
Well, it is rugby. There is just 30 men running into each other.
Maybe the judge of this.
Go on, boy. You have a quick look at that.
Someone's got a fucking blade out, a switchblade out. You know,
Is that true violence?
I want someone to get slashed. You know, if I'm going to take any notice of it. You know, this is just you know,
Just men.
it's just life.
30 men who...
Just fighting a rugby match. It's not a big deal. I don't
But they're stocky boys. And they're all full of testosterone and...
know. I mean,
Yeah, I'm with Charlie on this. Is quite pathetic. Fight. If you'd have said this is a scrum for a widescreen telly on Black Friday, I'd go, yeah, okay.
Admittedly, yeah. It looks
It's
like
just a lot of people. Yes,
Are you
lot of
shocked for-
posh.
are you
Oh, well,
shocked
I don't know if they're
that
posh.
people
Oh,
from the home
sorry.
counties actually fight people of other people? Is that what you're shocked by?
I'm shocked that it's such a common occurrence because that happened that happened this year, beginning of this year, January 2026. But also there was a massive brawl again at a rugby match in 2017, and this was between Brighton and Sussex.
That was 9
Oh,
years ago.
that's gonna be a lot more,
Yeah, 10.
a lot more
like-
exciting that one.
Well, this was because of the spectators. They started burning the opposition's flags. So Brighton started burning
It's a
all
little
of
more accurate.
Yes.
Sussex.
So someone tore the button off their Lucian Yak fucking dungarees.
But this is like, it's just a bit of
Yeah.
just a bit of like,
But there's always
rivalry. It's just a bit of local rivalry.
But there are there are a lot of local rivalries.
Someone's throwing acid
local
in
rivalries.
the the manager's face. But no, I'm
Then the
I'm
Urias
interested.
break up. Yeah,
you know?
Sussex
absolutely.
police said they were called to a report of a large fight, and there were reports of bottles being thrown and a number of people being injured. In a statement from the University of Sussex Students' Union website said misogynistic, homophobic and racist language was used at the event. But that's just another day down the terraces, right?
And
The Brighton Argus reported that an espadrille was thrown in anger.
But I get it. It's not Green Street.
A bucket and spade was upturned in view of a child.
A Lucozade bottle was squirted on the floor very vigorously.
But it is a glorified sports day at the end of the day.
No, and they should look. If you pay £9,000 a year, you should know better. But at the same time, they're lads.
They're
They're gonna
lads.
fight, right?
But they're not
They're full of
lads.
spunk and vigour.
Well, they are not, and also like, all these Gen Zers, like a lot of them are fucking pussies, aren't they?
That's
They
what I'm
don't drink
saying.
that much, so
They're
when-
gym strong,
so,
but
like,
they're not
they-
fight strong.
yeah, they're like pumping the iron, doing a bit of gack, but they don't fucking drink Carlin, all right? so
They don't drink toiling. They've never done leisure and tourism, and they're not thick.
and also, right, if you don't have just a certain amount of booze in you, it fucking calms you down, whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, right, all you're doing is book learning, fucking doing gack and playing rugby with pals. Yeah, you're gonna lose it eventually because you need the release. Of
Let's
booze.
talk.
This is what I think though. It's like varsity. We've all been to uni. Did we give a fuck about our sports team?
No, because
Oh
we
my
did-
God, Cardiff are
No,
playing
we did
badminton. I'm going to go
humanities.
watch it. No, it's one day a year, and I feel like they're cosplaying the Americans. Where in America there is this big push to support your university because they've got fucking stadiums. You know,
they've
they're
got
like
scholarships and stuff. You can go
Yeah.
on a scholarship
They
to
like-
uni on a
Well, I think
scholarship.
they
it's-
sell out
sports
stadiums
scholarships.
and stuff like that. So they're cosplaying as, oh, we're going to be America for the day, but we're also going to cosplay as hooligans. And it's just this wanky mesh of an identity of, like you said, cocaine and pure gym.
Yeah, not enough drinking.
Mm,
Not enough.
mm.
He did
Yeah,
more.
the whole I mean, even the word varsity annoys me. I used to see these wankers like hanging out in the students' union and stuff like that, and they got the American football jerseys and all
Well, they
that.
would wear
and be
like a,
hey, come on, let's play beer pong, y'all. And it's like, no, let's not do that.
And they
They
got
would
the
do it.
hoodies, varsity
The ones
Yeah,
I would see
or
would be the ones
crazy
with,
golf
they
and
would
all
wear
that
like
crap.
cream trousers, and I'd wear like a blazer, like a tie, like a university tie.
Well, those are the cunts who are playing for the rugby team or the
yeah,
cricket
that's
team.
what I thought they were. I didn't.
No,
There's
these are
something-
just the fans.
Oh right,
So
okay.
it's the fans for some reason are all getting like, yeah, I love my uni so fucking much. And again, I think it's the Americanisms of university. Because like you said, we all know that uni isn't going to get you that fucking decent career anymore.
No.
So it's like, have fun for 3 years, essentially, before you're going to be lining up for an unemployment,
In a dole office.
In a
yeah.
Yeah, in the
office,
dole office in your
Or back in
6 stained
McDonald's.
varsity hoodie. You know?
Yeah. This is the job you're going to have.
But let's look at rivalries in general, because there are obviously rivalries between not just unis. There's rivalries between many things: towns, townships, neighbouring towns,
Pubs.
pubs. Yeah, pubs. Like
Pubs.
yeah, like
You got rival pubs.
Yeah,
You're not drinking any pub in your town, or?
No, they would always be like, you don't go out now, no, it's fucking shit down there, right? Cunts down that pub. Yeah,
Yeah.
that used to be a thing. I don't know if
Oh,
it is
I get
anymore. No one drinks in pubs anymore. Everyone
Well,
just
that's just the alky bar, isn't it? Don't go in
Yeah.
there.
don't go in there.
Yeah.
That's the old man bar. That's the alky bar.
Deliveroo drivers, Deliveroo and Uber Eats. There's a big rivalry between them two.
big time.
Big time. One will throw their takeaway cube at another one. Their big takeaway cube down a
One-
quarry.
One will wrestle one of the e-bikes.
Go get that Bogdan, and he'll have to shimmy down and get his delivery cube back.
Yeah, one will wrestle one of those bikes and throw it in a fucking canal.
Yeah. I tell you what though, I got a rivalry with them. They are cunts. A lot of them. I've been clipped
What
by a
is poor
few.
migrants? You got a problem with them? mate?
Look, mate, I don't see them for what language they speak or what color their skin is. All I see them for is the fact that they pelt past you at very high speeds, and I've been clipped a few times by Deliveroo
They're
drivers,
looking at their,
and they've not
their phones.
apologized.
'Cause
When
they're,
you say
they're busy. They're
clipped-
triple busy, man.
When I say
When you
clipped,
say clipped,
when I
you
say
mean-
not like they've made a reel out of me and posted it online. I mean, they've actually
When you say clipped, did one of them just slap your ass as you drove past and be like, "Wee"?
look, if he just slapped my ass, I would have I would have chased him down for other reasons. But no, they've like really clipped me on the arm and it's hurt actually. It's smarted for a good half an hour afterwards.
I've nearly drove one over by mistake because I didn't see him in the darkness. There's no lights.
Tell
And
it
that
to
would
the
have been
judge,
and that
brother.
would and
Tell
that,
it to the
look, if I'd
judge.
have fucking killed that cunt, it would have been on me, right? But it shouldn't have been. Because if I can't
Political correctness gone mad. I ran someone over in my car. I'm the one who does time for it.
Look,
I like how he's sounding as though like, no, I would have held my hands up. You would have
No.
fucking fought it. You
I would have held my hands
oh,
up.
for
Your
sure.
Honour,
But you know
he didn't
what?
have lights on. He didn't have a reflective jacket.
Yeah, but you know what though, right?
Then
With
you found out you'd have to pay for a lawyer and you go, I'll be representing myself, Your Honour.
Do you know what fucks me off about it is I would have felt bad, right, for a fortnight or so, okay, of killing someone, okay, but right, he has no fucking lights on his bike. It's his fault, and I've killed him, and I've got to fucking think about it for the rest of my life.
I sentence you, Mr. Webster, to life. It's the worst sentence I've ever heard.
Because I've got to, just because some dozy cunt doesn't understand, you got to put a fucking light on a bike. I've got to live
He
with
deserves,
that.
yeah, his kids deserve to
I've
grow
got
up
to live
without
the fact that I
father.
ran him over in my car, and I see it. And I was the last person to see the last breath that man took.
Like those old adverts.
Was
know,
it
where
cold? Was
he
it cold?
dies.
Was it?
Like, he was just like in the street, like
All right,
bleeding
okay.
out next to a
Yeah.
fucking.
And you just stood dead-eyed
So
over him,
cold.
like, going, I had to study leisure and tourism. Oh, happy to watch a man die.
Well, you were saying that you wouldn't be affected by if you drove. I know you don't drive a car because obviously you can't be asked. But
No.
if you could drive a car, and you killed a man, you killed some.
Oh, that would, of course, yeah, of course, that would affect me.
But then, would you be annoyed then because he wasn't wearing fucking, reflective?
Yeah, I think the
reflective
annoyance
coats?
would hit me first. I go, oh bloody hell! I didn't see him, and then when I saw the blood pumping out of his throat, and I look at the picture of his wife and kids in his wallet, then I might go, oh, all right, I guess I feel bad about this then.
Because it just annoys me that I don't wear. It's another bugbear, guys. It's a Paul Pillion.
That's another episode. It's another pod episode. Hit and runs in the UK.
Yeah,
Tune in next week.
The thing with Uber is, I feel anger towards them when they don't have their lights on, but then I see that they have to wear those oven mitten gloves just to ride their bikes because it's freezing outside, and I'm like, yeah, let them do it. Especially when during COVID, some lad gave me my meal, and I realized it was raining outside, and he had jeans on, and he didn't have a motorized bike. I was like, oh, you've been pedaling to get my McDonald's. And you're chafing, brother.
And then you bit into it and it's fucking lukewarm. Fucking send it back. You fucking prick. Could have used those oven gloves to keep it fucking warm, mate.
Oh, this cunt didn't have oven gloves.
Oh, is he just barehanded?
Yeah.
He was
Fucking hands frozen to the bars like that. To the handlebars.
I don't really order.
Sure you don't. Sure you fucking
Alright, mate.
don't.
The evidence tells us otherwise, my friend.
Mate, I trot down to my local place and just pick it up. I know the people by name.
Yeah, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
2 kebabs.
Turning up your Lacoste dog vest.
Dog vest.
Yeah, it just looks like it's made out of dog blanket material.
Dog blanket, mate. You can't talk what you're wearing.
I can, man.
You can't, man.
Well, let's steer this conversation back around. Anything more on varsity, Paul?
Yeah, I just find it very strange how tribalistic it becomes when these lads are supposed to be bookworms. Even
Well,
the
I mean,
darts,
yeah,
the
but
darts.
this is-
They did darts varsity and it
This
turned
is-
into a
Was it?
brawl in 2017 in Sheffield. It all
Darts
broke down.
varsity.
I mean, yeah, it turned into a fight. People throwing fucking booze at each other, calling each other cunts.
Anyone get any of the darts sounds like fucking launch it.
Yeah, surely you've got weapons to hand, ready to go.
Well, they
Use the
again,
dartboard as some sort of
Again, it wasn't
lethal
the players.
disc.
It was the audience this time. Again, I just find it strange that everyone gets so tribalistic. Even between like Cardiff Uni and Cardiff Met, everyone gets nasty because like, you're thick as fuck, you're posh as fuck. Bristol Uni, Bristol Met.
So you don't want. So you're saying
What's
you
fun-
don't want rivalry. You want everyone to shake their hands and be
No,
like,
but-
"Thank you, I really like playing fucking sport with you." That's what you want, yeah?
No.
Because life's all about fucking rivalry, right? Every bit of grit and bit of fucking fight. That's what.
You're not
that's
seeing
what
the
things are-
dynamic of this podcast.
Exactly.
For God's
If we didn't have
sake?
rivalry, then why would you be doing this?
I do feel
Yeah.
like the Berlin Wall over here,
Yeah. This is bloody
definitely
Sussex
communism.
versus Brighton right
This
here.
is communism. this is fucking capitalism.
Neoliberalism, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tribalism.
Transvesticism, that's what this is.
You're right, boys. It's everywhere. Tribalism is the fact that everyone who
I
supports
just love the
a
fact
football
you
team
think
hates
you
each
think
other.
you read a couple of books and it makes you not and you're not violent anymore. You know?
I just find it.
living in the realm of ideas, why are you sinking down to the lowest common denominator?
Yeah, everyone wants to kick fuck out people,
Yeah, all those books in libraries are thick as well, so they fucking make good implements.
I don't know. It's just when I see it happen, I think of Ridvelin and how you have top sight. Ridgeland is a small town near where I grew up. You have top sight and you have bottom sight, and everyone from top sight hated bottom sight, and everyone from bottom sight hated top sight, even though they shared.
So you're saying the top side didn't like bottom side? Is that what you're saying?
What about side sight? Who did they get on with? Left sight? Right sight? I'm not sure.
But again, I look at that and I
Second
think,
sight. What about foresight?
I just think they're all fucking idiots. And then you go to fucking university and you're like, oh, you're all fucking idiots as well. You know, none of you actually care about the people on the pitch at all. You're just fucking pretending for one day.
but-
You want to be fucking mad. You want to be hooligans. You want to be fucking wee. And you're just like, fuck off, the lot of you.
Okay. So that's varsity. Excellent.
Did you want to tell us about
So
your war?
excellent conclusion there.
Nah.
No, let's move on.
Save the one.
Okay. That was a great one. Now, moving on.
See, that's negativity there, man.
I'm
It's just,
gonna,
it
no,
breed,
no, I'm saying I was being genuine.
it breeds resentment. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Get up the comments. Let's watch the comments.
Have a bit more positivity, mate. You might get yourself somewhere.
Okay, man.
Remember that,
All right,
yeah?
mate. Okay.
That wasn't trying to be
positivity.
positive.
I can see the veil.
It's coming from the Buddha of toxicity over there. I mean, you saying that to me, it's gaslighting. You're just gaslighting me.
I'm very zen. I'm very zen.
Zen.
I'm happy to know that I'm the talent of this
It's
podcast,
going well.
you know.
This is a good app. This is a good app, isn't it, Sam? Oh, we're getting 50
Yeah,
minutes
this
in.
is
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
This is going to be a fat one. Yeah, it's going to be a big one.
Fat one.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the Love Doll Man, Bob Gibbons, also known as Bob Gibbons. I don't know why they've just changed
Student name.
one letter there. So Bob Gibbons, often spelled Gibbons, is a British man who became a minor media figure in the early 2010s for owning what was widely described as the world's largest collection of life-size love dolls. He's one of those classic British oddity documentary characters. Now, core facts: he's from Herefordshire. He's a former mechanic, father of two, so he has sired real children with a real woman. He's got a wife, and he was on This Morning with his collection of love dolls. And here's the clip of him with his love dolls. So that's
I'm ready.
there's all his love dolls there.
he's got some fucking nerve, Schofield, isn't he?
Well, let's not get started on it. Let's concentrate on Love Doll Man
Dirty
for a
cunt.
second.
Schofield, yeah. I'd still prefer it to be the doll man than Schofield.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, 'cause it's not a crime what Bob Gibbons is doing. What Phil Schofield did.
It feels like it though, doesn't it? It's so close to being a crime.
It is close to being a crime.
So the clip is they're just mocking a man who's got a collection. Is that what it is? Yeah.
No, he's got a love doll collection now. Now he doesn't have sex with them. Most importantly, he does state that
He states
in
that.
the interview. He does not have sex with them. Right? They're just there.
Have they done a DNA test around the genital areas of the love dolls?
I don't know if that was in the budget of This Morning. We've done the tests. The results are in. He's fucked every single one.
They should have done
At
it.
least twice today.
Rat and Gary.
They should have done that. They should have got him in for a double. This Morning in the morning, and then Jeremy Kyle the day after. You know, where they're just like, then you have fucked him.
Are you the father of this plastic child? We'll find out. We'll do a paternity test. Yeah, so he's got around 240 love dolls. They're all made of silicone, rubber, and some are inflatable. Guess what the estimated value of his love doll collection are? How much he's spent?
30 grand.
I don't know. I feel sad if he spent more than 20 because they weren't great looking dolls. Not that I'm a connoisseur of the fuck doll service or industry, but
Scene, I believe they call it.
they looked haggard. Some
He spent between 100,000 and 150,000 pounds on love dolls. And what he does is he so like I said, I'll state again, doesn't have sex with them, okay? Doesn't have sex with them. What he does do with them, takes them out on car rides, days out. So in the clip, he clips them all into his Land Rover and he goes out and about for a drive in Herefordshire.
Where's he taking them? What, just like Lidl or?
Yeah,
McDonald's like the drive. You want anything, love?
pushing a burger into their open mouths. They're permanently open mouths. Here we go. You want more French fries there, darling? There you go, darling. Lovely. Yeah, he's got these weird skull and crossbones braces on, which only adds to the oddness of it. What's really
Do you
sad
reckon
is
he's ever like chopped any of them up and put them in his backyard and West style?
I think he's used
Fred West is
If they've
murderer.
upset him.
I think, yeah.
So you've got skull and crossbones on it. Makes me think: is there a
Send
Well,
screaming.
that makes you think: is there something wrong with him? Not the 240 strong love doll collection.
Well, I just think he might have chopped some of them up because he's got a back chat at them.
He's probably used them as like doorstops and stuff. Like maybe
Tripod when he's filming. He's like, right, you're going to film me and Susie.
No, he does pose them for photo shoots. Now we
wow.
get, the platonic photo shoots probably just them like stretched out on a chaise longue or something.
And his
Just
Paul,
chilling out by the beach.
His
Question.
wife was in that
His
interview
wife's
as well.
in the clip, and she looks like the most sort of harrowed, I think is the word. Like she looks like the most haunted woman you've ever seen, and she sits there and she's kind of got her hair. It's like she's got her hair cut like a love doll.
And he's
It's
got a
almost as if
doll between
he's between
his wife, which
him
is
and his wife.
even madder.
And in terms of rankings of dolls and real women, she doesn't make the top 10. She's not making the top 10.
Do you think he looks at her like an object as well? Do you reckon he's?
I think
You're
he's
just one of the collection.
I think he's more irritated because we're her thoughts and feelings that she constantly likes to tell me. It's not like Cindy and Cassie over here. They just sit there and they keep themselves to themselves. If I want to do a photo party with them, having some tea and crumpets, then they just sit there and be quiet.
Do you think she's a reason why he's got love dolls because he can't handle the fucking the natter?
Oh, interesting take there, Charlie. Blaming it on the woman. Okay, do you want to maybe back that up a little bit?
There's something's happened to him in his backstory for him to do that. I'd say.
Like what?
I don't know. Like he was abandoned as a child, or he got sexually abused by an aunt or something. I don't know. Some sort of dark shit happened to him.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
Or maybe it's just a fucking.
Hopefully it's something bad. So he's not just a normal. This is just my thing. Maybe his wife tried to make him eat healthy, and he was like, "Fuck you! I want to eat McDonald's every day." And this lady, Susan, she lets me eat McDonald's every day.
Maybe it is just an innocent collection. Like a lot of men have collections of things, don't they?
They do. A lot of men are
Hats,
hobbyists,
coats,
and I think
trains.
trains. Yeah, why not love dolls?
Yeah.
Do you
It
think?
can be
Would you
harmless.
rather, if this was? So he's got 2 kids, right? If this was your dad,
Have they been taken into care or not?
No, I think Cindy and Susie, the love dolls, have raised them to be the women they are today.
Imagine that. Imagine where he had the love dolls whilst
they're around the
he
house.
had a kid.
Can you imagine?
And he definitely put it in one of the
And took a picture of them.
just like
There she is with her
baby.
auntie.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked
Nah, you have
up.
to divorce
Yeah.
if that happened. This all happened after the kids grew
Oh,
up.
give
The
your
kids had
give
to
your
upload
silicone
them.
auntie a little kiss on the cheek. But can you imagine, right? So if both any of our dads suddenly got into love, would you rather them collect love dolls or have like chronic gambling addiction? Would you rather them just like spunk loads of money on the horses every day and bankrupt the family, or would you rather them? Because the love doll thing, it may be more fiscally. Well, it's not more fiscally prudent because you're spunking 150 grand on them.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the resale on a love doll?
Pretty
Especially
low.
a second-hand one.
Yeah.
Pretty low, I'd say.
And we all know what that means.
They aren't box fresh anymore, are they?
Do you reckon, like, occasionally, like, the police will get called out because they think they found a dead body, but fucking Bob has just discarded one of his least favourite dolls
He's done an argument with fucking
in, like,
Cindy.
a waste ground, yeah. And she sat there, legs rigid, straight up, out of a gorse bush.
They probably got like
He's thrown her out of the Land Rover as he's speeding away.
Like Herefordshire police have probably got like a code name for it because it happens so often. Like, it's like blue banana again. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, here we go.
No, you just name it. It's Roger. And he's done it again.
It's Greasy Rog.
Yeah.
Code Bob. We got Code Bob. Code Gibbons.
Gibbons is up.
Gibbons is at it
Yeah.
Gibbons of flights.
Yeah. He's done a raunchy photo shoot on the car bonnet of his on the bonnet of his Land Rover, and in the hot sun, she's melted. Susie's partially melted.
Have you ever collected anything?
I don't think I have. I'm not much of a collector.
Have you?
Coat. I mean,
Clothes.
I like clothes, but yeah, I don't know about
You once had a
collection.
collection of coats, and you were using them as a bed for a while, or guests would have them as a bed.
No, it's just something you made up. I had.
No,
at
you
one
did
point,
have a room of bed. You definitely had.
He had a nest of jackets.
Yeah.
At one point, I had
a nest of raincoats. You did.
At one point, I didn't have a lot in my life, and all I had was mostly shoes and coats. And if anyone would want to stay around, I mean, it was very rare they did. I'd be like, I haven't got a duvet for you, but I have got 10 coats. And there you go.
Oh yeah, that's so radically different to what I said. Didn't use them as a bed; they were the duvet.
But it wasn't my bed. I would just give it to anyone who was wanting to stay around, like a friend.
It is a different
yeah,
image.
what a good yeah.
It's a different image.
Yeah.
The pile yourself
I wasn't
up.
just going,
Once-
I don't need a duvet anymore. I've got a fucking load of coats on me. Like I wasn't doing
like
that.
a
was I?
child hiding at a New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I wasn't
party.
doing that.
Cover me, cover me, cover me.
Worst rated Airbnb. Yes,
You
we
have some
turned
good
up here
ones.
and he gave us a nest of coats to stay in.
Coat lodge was unacceptable.
So you used it.
I had to use a shoe as a pillow.
You definitely used this.
No,
once.
I was living with him at the time, so
Oh.
at least I had my own bed. That was part
You
of the
wouldn't
deal.
give anyone a duvet.
No,
Like,
exactly.
Wear the coats.
No, I'm paying rent for this.
You're Charlie's mate. You're not Darren's mate. Wear the fucking coats. Do you have a barber? Like a barber jacket?
I did. I had I had one of those padded ones. Sort of like
Like a puffer.
puffery one. Yeah,
Nice.
good coat though.
I tried to be a hype beast during COVID. So I thought I was going to collect all these like expensive trainers, right?
I don't know I don't even know what a hype beast is.
Well, it's just people who like buy all like hyped up clothes.
It's
so things that are
punishable
gonna
by,
drop.
but yeah, you can still do life in prison for being a hype beast.
So a hype beast is a person who collects
People who buy like Supreme, all that shit,
All right.
and then you flip it. Like you buy a jacket.
Isn't that
You buy like something that's going
it's
to
just
cost
a
50.
clothes trader? Isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like they would be specific hype beasts and hyped up clothing brands like Nike and collabs. We'd be like, this is a limited piece. Everyone's going
Okay.
to wait for it. If you get it, you pay 350 quid for these trainers. You could probably sell them the next day for £1,000. It's shit like that.
Okay.
Anyway, I wanted to be one of these fuckers whilst I was living with my parents during COVID, whilst I was working at Lidl. And I started buying all these trainers thinking, oh, yeah, get them. Not realizing I wasn't buying limited edition trainers. I just bought a load of
just bought
fucking trainers.
Job lot of Donne was it?
Yeah, some
Not
slip-
far from it, just a load of like
Just a load of those Polish slip-ons.
Yeah, pre-mark slippers. Just going, bloody hell, no laces on these.
just a
Cool.
bunch of reduced Pumas from size. I was like, oh, I'm never going to sell these.
A lot of job lot of shoe zone stuff.
Yeah.
They put by the bins, sort of like sun faded and covered in shite.
Shoe Zone jelly Crocs.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, look at that. You can see through these. Amazing.
What are those ones that old people wear? The Velcro.
Velcro.
The Velcro.
Yeah, the
huh?
Velcro, yeah.
Sort of mobility shoes.
Paul buying hospital shoes.
They're going to come into fashion, dress me nice. Head of the road, yeah. So that's the closest I got to collecting anything.
Yeah, weird collections. Yeah. It's just it must be quite exhausting though to constantly convince people your hobby isn't sexual. You know what I mean? To constantly have say no. I'm
I
just.
mean, we've all got
they're
female
just my
friends.
He's got female friends. He's just progressive. He's a more progressive mechanic in Herefordshire, I imagine, with his Love Doll collection. Okay, well, that's Love Dolls.
Poor woman.
Charlie, you want to send us home, mate?
Well, yeah.
The talent strikes again.
Sorry, guys.
Talent's
it was in
having
this-
recoil at having to now do his own segment.
Yeah. So where's my phone gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Pete Burns. Pete Burns was a singer. He was in a band called Dead or Alive in the 80s, and he had part of the new wave era, and he was a lead vocalist, and he sold over 17 million albums and 36 million singles.
What was his famous song?
You
You
spin me
spin
right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
Was he a one-hit wonder? That was it. Like, was it?
I
Any other...
mean, well, it can't have been because he sold
Yeah.
that many records. But I think they had a few hits, but that was the biggest
Yeah,
one.
that was the
really.
biggest one.
So yeah, he had over 300 cosmetic surgeries in his life.
Wow.
So he was one of the pioneers of sort of like cheek fillers and fucking
Yeah.
nose jobs.
I
and
mean,
all
you
sorts of shit.
couldn't tell though. They were pretty subtle.
He looked like a sort of haunted mannequin, didn't he? By the end,
He looked like a canal suicide that had been dredged up out of the thing, like just.
yeah, he had that sort of like pale, sort of like milky grey color of someone that's been dead for a fortnight.
Yeah.
It was like a white. It was like a British version of Michael Jackson, but way worse.
with
you know?
more attitude and less
Yeah.
sexual abuse of children.
That we know of.
Yeah, I don't think Burns touched a soul. I mean,
Oh.
he touched a lot of dicks and stuff. But
Yeah.
maybe,
Above age dicks.
yeah, but that's fine.
And emotionally with his song
yeah,
"Spin Me Right Round," that does touches you
Well
somewhere.
done, Paul. You
it
brought
does.
back.
But he was kind of like he didn't really sort of he didn't think he was well because he wore wigs and had like mad hair and sort of wear women's clothes. He didn't want to like pigeonhole himself as one thing. So when he was asked if he was gay or like trans or whatever, he was like, "No, I'm just me," which I quite like really.
Yeah, that's a cool.
It's quite
fuck you.
refreshing. But I think that's kind of before its time because I think now everyone obviously wants a label. People want to be labelled as
Yeah.
non-binary or whatever.
Whereas if when I dress like this, you call me like a pervert, deviant,
Yeah,
possible paedophile.
That's part of the
because you're
system.
you know
It's not his fault. It's like you said, we all live in the system now where we all want to
Oh,
be
so he's just
identified.
a conduit for hate.
Yeah.
Like just a conduit.
You can't help
But
it.
I know you do this just because you want to get fucking vagina. So I know and you're basically queer baiting. So I feel sorry for the gay community. You've got to deal with people like you.
Look, I
basically.
never said anything like that. I just said
Yeah.
I like feathers. I like makeup. That's it, girls.
Sounds like that cunt with all them fucking.
Well,
those
yeah, he did what from
fucking
Herefordshire.
sex swings.
Gibbons, yeah.
He sounds like
So-
he's
No,
on
I do.
Gibbons.
I just like collecting feather boas and blue lipstick.
How old was Pete Burns?
He
What am I supposed
I
to
think
say?
he died in his 50s, I think.
So he was 50. He was in his 50s
Yeah,
and
he
he
had
was
a
300 and
card-
how much?
He had a cardiac arrest. He just died of heart failure. So it wasn't really anything to do with
Really?
the cosmetic surgeries. So I think he just had a heart attack.
350 surgeries?
300.
Fuck me. How
Um,
much is
Yeah, so
so many? He was constantly getting surgeries.
I think what happened was he had so many that loads like
A lot of it went wrong.
a lot of it
right?
went wrong. So when you have a load of surgeries, there's always structural problems. I think if you have too many and you've dodgy ones in the 80s, where some dodgy fucking surgeon. So yeah, I think if you haven't, it's like any sort of surgery. The more you have, it's like smashing up a car. Like you can't really. It's hard to rebuild it.
None of us have had surgery, have we? Do you reckon people do like just keep going back to the same one? Sort of like your barber
Cosmetic
or your
surgery.
mechanic?
Yeah, I
And
think
you
it's
just like,
addictive.
I'm just going back to the same person.
I think it's like
They-
anything. It's like I imagine it's addictive because you go, I want to change something about me, and then you go, oh, I want to change something else now, and it becomes
So that
No,
Pete
Charlie-
Burns would have been one lad's career. Like, what do you do for a living? I'm Pete Burns,
Surgeon.
cosmetic surgeon.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Must
have
have been
any other clients.
He must have been fucking. He must have spent. I know he had money issues, so he must have spent most of his money on them, on these surgeries. It's mad, really. I think he'd be the best next door neighbor ever because he would. You bump into him. You'd be like, "How's your weekend?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, I had a fucking mad weekend. I fight with a couple of sailors and I set them off, and then I did a gig, and it would be maybe mad."
Like your mother would go and see Auntie Pete now next door. Go give him. He needs some sugar. He asked me this morning. Go and
Yeah.
ask him, and he's there in like a pink dressing gown, slightly too short for him.
Yeah,
Got like his hair, like he's just come out of the shower constantly, and he's got like his hair wrapped up, got a fag on like that, and he's like, I mean, his liver puddly, and he's like, oh, all right, kid, all right, I've seen them. Where are them cats? I always shouting for his cats
Yeah.
in the back garden,
One's called Lady.
Yeah, Snowy lady, where the fuck are you? Got your food here for you.
He just like I really liked him. He had a real like just really funny guy as
Quite
well.
salt of the earth attitude.
Like he had a bit of a stinking attitude, but in a funny way. Like he was on Celebrity Big Brother, one of the legendary ones of all those. Like I think John McClurrick was on there, Jodie Marsh. He had
Dennis
a fucking,
Rodman.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman, George Galloway.
Yeah.
It's fucking vintage, yeah. And he mugged a load of people off. I remember him layering off like he hated Jodie Marsh, and he's really.
Well, she was trying to
cutting
steal his
her.
thunder. That's why.
Yeah, and he just fucking hated it. It was great. I think he didn't.
They look similar. They
Yeah,
did
they
look
actually
similar,
do.
like, which is mental.
I think she was a real. I
She
think
got bigger tits, but he's got bigger lips. So
I don't think
it
I
evens
think
out.
I think she. I get the feeling that he just didn't like. I think she was quite an unauthentic person. I think he was troubled by it.
She was incongruent.
She was
they'd say,
incongruent.
in the therapy.
And I don't think he liked that.
What I like about this Pete Burns fella is he's gay and he's fucking an oddball, but it's still he talks. He has the attitude of someone you went to school with.
Yeah, he's
And
got
it's
like
that down to earth sort of, I'm a bit of a fucking cunt, but I'll call you a cunt when you want it. It's not like,
Come on, there. You call me a cunt, I'll call you a cunt, and then we'll have a fucking cup of tea. Two
Yeah.
sugars.
he
Come
wasn't
on.
precious, was he? He was like
No.
if he wasn't
it.
if he wasn't a gay guy in a band, like he would be like a fucking scaffolder from the We're All Selling Coke on the side, you know?
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
He would fight you. Like he would fight you. I reckon Pete would have fought anyone, even any time. He had that sort of rough sort of like what I really liked about him. He was sort of he didn't
An
give a fuck.
edge. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think you had to look the way Pete Burns was, to have that attitude of like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking be a cross dresser.
Well, imagine
Yeah, you're not gonna know who I am. I'm a bit ambiguous with it all. Yeah, I'm not
Imagine
gonna
being-
look like your average lad from Liverpool in what, the 70s,
80s.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, working class, fucking from a council
I reckon he had
estate.
to fight a lot of people. That guy,
Fucking right.
Oh, yeah, probably.
because like you
Probably had more fights than Mike Tyson.
You
that
could be
cunt,
like a transvestite in London in Soho and be fine, right? In the 80s, probably. But in Liverpool, city centre, you'd get people knocking fucking into you all the time, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You probably had fights every week. That's what I can't like that.
That's the mythology I've built around him.
Pete Burns is your hero.
Just think he's quite a cool guy. I quite like him.
He is quite
He's
cool.
mad as fuck.
But there's also he went to prison, right? Did he go to prison or did he get arrested and someone bailed him out?
Yeah, so he
His own stalker bailed him out, and he
Yeah.
went to visit. And there's a great clip of him going to visit his own stalker. And this guy is mad as a bag of cats.
oh he's really mentally unwell. This guy.
Yeah.
He's like,
Spiders for brains. Like.
yeah, he's like this sort of elderly gay guy living in somewhere, and like he's obviously clearly obsessed by Pete Burns, and Pete Burns just
Bit like you.
As soon as he
pretty much me, yeah. And,
yeah, actually, he walked in. He's there in his purple Lacoste vest. Pete, I bloody love you, mate. I promise one day I'm going to do an item of you on a podcast, a regional podcast.
but yeah, he this guy was clearly really fucking mad.
When he comes in, he just starts going, "You're so beautiful.
yeah,
You're so beautiful."
he's like this sort of like camp ghost, like lives with his nan still.
Like a haunted
and-
gay little vampire, isn't he?
You're amazing. You're a beautiful maid. And he's got
Look at your beautiful. And he's quite like eloquent. He's like, "Look at your beautiful alabaster skin, Peter.
Yeah, he's-
They lied about you, Peter."
And Pete just treats him like some sort of just weird relative of his. He's like, "Come on, shut up, you fucking prick." And
Then he
just
goes,
come-
he goes, "Ah, shut up, you old queen. Come here." He just gives him a hug, and he's like on the bottom of the stairs going, "Oh, Peter, what they said about you, it isn't true. It's a witch hunt, Peter." And he's just,
Yeah.
oh, such an odd
No one nowadays would deal with a stalker like that. They would get an injunction. They'd go to fucking the police. He just took it was like this. I don't go fuck. I've got a stalker.
Yeah.
But because I think
So they're sharing fags. They just go,
it's
right,
going,
what have we been
come
up
on,
to?
you silly sausage. Let's fucking carry
He
on. you
goes-
know.
he's like looking through his fan mail and he's like, "Oh, these all for me, are they? Oh, that's lovely." And he's like, "Well, these mental fan letters this guy's written in his own shit, probably."
Yeah.
That is the truth, though. You nailed it on the head. Not precious, and also, I'll talk to everyone this way.
Yeah, treat
I don't
everyone the
care
same.
who you are.
Yeah,
I don't care what
absolutely.
you are. I'm gonna call you a bit of a prick when you're a prick.
Yeah.
But I'll also look after you, and we'll have a smoke together. But all those letters, it just points to him, and goes,
Yeah. It reminds me of that.
"These are the ones he hasn't sent yet."
It's
Yeah.
honestly.
And that the clarity of like, oh, you know the situation you're in. You're not a dickhead. Like Pete Burns
Well, would he have
wasn't
gone?
a
Would
dickhead.
he have gone there without the TV camera? Though?
That's the truth, right? He was
Would have
making a
gone
bit of
there
money
without
off
the
it as
crew,
well.
You know what I mean?
But it's honestly it's a bit like that Alan Partridge episode
Oh,
where
yeah.
he meets his stalker and he basically shits himself and drives like
I love you, Alan.
yeah, and he goes into a room and it's just photos of his face.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just like the
He's got that
spitting image
tattoo
of
on him,
that.
and he goes, "I fainted 3 times."
Yeah, it's just exactly like that. It's a great clip. We'll have to play it, but yeah, it's great.
Just
Drives
to
away and it's like, fuck off, you mad bastard. And then he's just,
no way, you're
Stay-
spastic. You're a mentalist.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What? Just to maybe round this segment off. If either of you boys had a stalker, would you be inclined to meet them?
I hope so.
I've
You'd
had
have to. I've got some
Well,
people
your
who
luck's
show,
in, Paul, because I'm here. I love you, Paul.
I've had a few people who just we all have like
I've had weird people
fans
turn up at
who show up
gigs,
to a lot
yeah.
of gigs.
Really, is that in your dreams or is that actual reality?
No, it's in reality. We did our Edinburgh show. This same old man would turn up to every show, and he would never say anything to us. And he would just always go out.
He
We'd go-
laughed though, didn't he?
And we go, yeah, he'd enjoyed it, but we'd always like go, "That's that bloke again." And
So
you
he wasn't a
just
stalker.
leave.
He was just a
It's
guy
a
who
guy who
just
came,
enjoyed you.
but I came to like nearly every show.
That's just
it
an
was
old
amazing.
autistic man who's
Yeah.
not been diagnosed. He's just like, this is my routine.
Just a guy who lives in a hostel and wants the warmth and comfort of the Pleasance attic for an hour.
Mm.
But yeah, you get. I've
You
had
get
some odd
regulars
customers. Yeah.
who, and sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're a little problematic because they tend to start thinking they're part of the show. But I've never had like a full on stalker. I've just had people who are very
No, I've never.
comfortable,
You've
so they
been.
can shout out.
I've had a little bit. I don't really want to talk about him because I don't want him to watch the pod of it and start
Okay.
messaging me again. But yeah, he
But I will.
yeah, he's
Think
a
of the
bit weird.
Patreon, brother.
I used to stalkers used to make me laugh. I used to mock them. It was a bit like I remember in my 20s. I used to mock people who had panic attacks. Oh, he's had a fucking panic attack. Until I had one, I realized how bad they are.
Yeah.
And having
I love how I love that how you, but I do love how the universe doles out justice against you.
it does. It really does.
For
right?
being such a cunt.
It really
Like, You
does.
just mock
And,
everything, any adversity anybody faces.
Yeah.
You know what? I used to kick people in wheelchairs, and now I'm bloody in one.
But after getting a kind of low end version of a stalker, it creeped the fuck into me. It really did. It's not nice.
He was a stalker, but he couldn't afford the bus fare to come see you.
Yeah, I don't know. Because he kind of I don't.
Go on,
I want to talk
let's
really.
talk about it.
We'll talk about it, and then if it gets too much, we'll cut it. Yeah?
It's not going to start crying. I just don't want him to fucking start
I
messaging me
get
again.
it.
No, he basically I think he started stalking a few, but I looked at his like Instagram sort of like like backstory and realized that he was clearly obsessed by like actors and stuff and like people in like the West End. So he'd go to a lot of like shows in the West End, and he would have all these selfies of all these sort of like bemused like 22-year-old actors and like I don't know, in like Queen the musical or whatever.
Yeah.
And but then he started to kind of like he didn't want to go to London.
He obviously had a stroke or something, and then he started following people like you.
Well,
for some
I don't
reason.
even know why he started. I think because he sort of worked out I was a local comic or whatever. He started to like message me and another comic, Jordan Brooks, and he just wouldn't. Just kept on messaging, kept on. He invited me to be his +1 at his a works event. I never met the guy before in my life. And then it started to get more creepy.
You know for a fact that there would have been no work event, and he would have picked you up, and you would have come to a stop at a darkened trading estate.
Yeah,
I
you'd
don't
be in
know.
the hole and you'd be shouting, "It puts the lotion in the bucket.
Yeah, it was.
It puts the lotion on the skin." You know.
It was weird.
Look at him; he's not used lotion for quite some time.
Sandpaper your face for me, Charlie. Do it.
Yeah, so it's one of the few people I've blocked, but he's recently tried to add me again with a different account. So
What's his name?
it could get weird. I'm not
So
gonna say.
yeah,
Shout out to the stalker.
Simon, if you are watching, then yeah,
It is.
when we start the Patreon, like if you're willing to pay sort of premium membership, Charlie
£3,000, and you can have free courses with the big man.
Charlie go do a Wetherspoons with you. 3 courses. We're talking onion rings. We're talking burger. Sloppy burger. But it'll be a big long boozy lunch.
You joke, man, but I'm surprised he hasn't. I'm
£50.
surprised he hasn't. I tried to usher him your way, but he didn't. He didn't want to take the big. I think he's got a thing for like bald guys.
Balders.
Maybe.
Everyone's got a type, Charlie.
Yeah.
And
I just didn't think I'd get. But yeah, he could. To be fair, because now we're potentially doing live, live show. He may come to that, and I don't know what I've got to do then.
I've love to see you there. Any punter's welcome one of our shows, and if you want to, pay a premium ticket price, you can sit on Charlie's lap on stage.
It is perfect though. If you are going to be a stalker, go for like an open mic comedian.
Yeah, you can see him anytime
all
of
the
the
time.
day.
Yeah.
We're desperate for it. So
Yeah.
well done, Charlie Stalker.
Well done, Charlie Stalker. We hope to see you at the next live show. Anyway, that's all for this week's episode of Union of Scum. Thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Come watch me at Edinburgh.